Welcome everyone. It's another week, and of course, like we say, another day, another dollar. Welcome again. It's really fantastic having all of you, and of course, this is another week. And somehow we are moving steadily, and of course, I cannot forget to thank everyone that has joined us on this platform. And just in case you were enjoying these and you haven't liked, well, it's something that you should consider. Like I always say, it's free of charge. So just give us that like and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell, because every time we post something like this, you'll be notified and you can go and listen in. Okay? So without wasting any time, today's show is a fire because we're talking about your job. Yep. Your job that you're doing right now, or the job that you did back in the day, why you chose it and why you decided to move on. That is what we're going to be focusing on. So without further ado, we're going to be taking a breather, and then as you go and subscribe, tell a friend to come and listen and something like that, and then we'll be back as we dive down to the real gist of the matter. Okay, so breather right now and we'll be back. Holla. All right. Okay, like I said, we are looking at chasing purpose over paychecks, and this is a topic that I want to introduce to you because, some of you might be going through this, or you've just gone through this until you found your job that you're doing right now, or maybe you started something of your own. Yep. So, we are looking at why you should move on from that job that you're doing, or that, if it happened to you, well, why you moved on. And if you're just thinking about it, then this is your podcast anyways. So, ever felt like the job that you're doing was fulfilling every need but your own? Yeah, today I want to talk about that, chasing purpose over the paycheck. We all looking at the paycheck at one time, and everyone is like, well, the job pays really well. But at the end of the day, you're not even excited. You don't want to wake up, literally, to do that job. Yeah? So it's one of those things that we want to look at in this podcast. And let's just get that icebreaker. Then I talk about myself just briefly. So I got this beautiful job, and I was doing it to the best of my ability. I reached a point, and I felt like I was on top of the world. I was getting that dollars that I keep on talking about. But then you reach a point, and you feel like whatever you're doing is not really, it doesn't add onto what you stand for. Like, you're doing this job just because you're looking at the paycheck. You have this great team that you work with. You have the best bosses that you can ever have. But somehow you are not in the zone. Okay? And personally, I just thought about it, and then I jotted this email that I sent to my bosses that I was leaving. Trust me, it was hard, because it's something that I thought about for a long time, and when I did it, it felt sad afterwards. Like, I sent this email, and oh my god, it was super sad. And every time I think about it, I'm like, okay, so why did I do it? But the truth is, I just needed to grow. I needed to focus on something that I love, something that, I'm gonna do and feel like, yeah, I did it. Give yourself props that you did something that is going to change the world, or something like that. And besides, I decided to go self-employment. But there might be someone out there who is, just looking at going into the field that you feel this is your zone. Okay? So, the main reason to why, doing this podcast is, looking at why someone should leave a high-paying job and focus on jobs that align with your personal values. And that is why I, decided to move on. Otherwise, some jobs are just too good that they're gonna hold you right there and you don't feel like leaving. Alright? So, most times you look at this job that you're doing and you're like, I don't even have a reason to leave. But sometimes, the situation calls for it. For example, you've been at the job for 20 years and everyone else has left and they're bringing in these young fellas and you have to mentor them. At some point, you don't even understand the language that they use because they're Gen Zs or okay, the alphas haven't gotten there yet. But sometimes you just have to focus and be like, okay, so I've been here and I wake up every day just to come to this job. Well, I know whatever I'm supposed to do. Like, you can craft whatever you're supposed to do for the week without even, going for the meeting. But you don't like the job. Like, even when you hear the alarm in the morning, you feel like, should I really wake up? I don't feel like waking up, or I don't even want to go to this place of work. But then at the end of the day, you're looking at that paycheck that comes every end month, and you're like, okay, I just have to go. Some of us are doing jobs that we don't want to do. Maybe you're a doctor, but your passion is singing. You're a lawyer, but your passion is agriculture. And other businesses that happen, like you might be a teacher, but your passion is in, say, business. And not just focusing on it as a side gig, but full time. And these are the questions that you have to ask yourself. Should I just stay here in this job because it pays me, or I should go and do something? Now, some of the reasons to why you should consider leaving that job is, it leads to burnout, and that is what I've been talking about. You burn out. You don't get, you no longer get the oomph of doing the job. You lack the motivation, and you get mental health issues just because you are in this bubble that you feel, okay, when I leave, I'm not even sure of the future. Now, this is, like I said, personally, it wasn't an easy thing to decide, because you're thinking about it and then you're looking at, well, I am here, I am almost the boss, and then if I go to another place, I'm going to be the junior or the amateur person at the field, and people are going to pick on me. And then you're also looking at what if things don't work out, you're not sure of what is out there, and so many other things. So it's not easy. But then when you look at something that you want to do every day, truth be told, I was in social sciences, I'm doing things, but I love radio. Matter of fact, I've always loved radio ever since I was a kid. But I never did it. I went and did gigs. I've been, emceeing jobs and stuff like that. And everyone is like, you should do radio. And I'm like, I love radio. But then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do that. So I'm into community development, and you do it, and then afterwards you're like, okay, I've done this for over 15 years. I think it's time to move on. All right. So as you're thinking about that, I think it's very important to draw a plan before you even call it quits. Yeah. You can start trying to find that clarity. You journal, you draw vision boards, and then maybe also seek mentorship guidance, because sometimes we decide things in our heads, but I think we need someone to tell us the truth, what it should be, and what we should be focusing on, rather than what we think we can do. Because you might think you're good at business, but you don't know the ins and outs of businesses, however much it's your passion. So, as you're looking at this journey, there is a lot out there that might really come out as a motivation for you to move on. And as you're also focusing on the new journey, you also have to look at the the negative side of it, the downs of it. Well, I'm starting a new field and this is where my passion is, but what happens? Okay? And also, as you're doing this, try to focus on getting a support system, because we keep on not focusing on these things, but first of all, you have your family, the people that you can talk to. It's like, by the way, I'm thinking of quitting this, and then they will give you their ideas of what they think. Their friends that can tell you. There are people that you value, and you can ask them questions like this, because these are life-changing decisions that you have to focus on. Well, I don't agree with some other people that go online and they're trying to seek advice from the people online. Normally, the people online will tell you whatever. I've been there and I've seen people that will give you bad advice. Someone will tell you, so, oh, you want to do that? How about you go for grave digging and something like that? Like, they will just drive you off. So it's a little bit weird. Yeah? So it's good to try to talk to these people and then try to understand that whatever you're going for, it's not just you alone, but it also involves the community, the people around you. Okay? All right. So as you do this, then you will try to adapt into the system, and then you do these self-reflections, and then before you know it, you make that decision to move forward. And as you start this other journey, I think you also have to focus on, the things that made you not really like what you're doing before. Because, for example, if your job was making you wake up, say by 5 you have to be up. Well, if you move to another job, it might require you to even get up a little earlier. But the mere fact that you like what you're gonna do, then you have to also look into that. Because it's not just gonna be like a bed of roses. You wake up anytime you want, even if you're self-employed. Actually, when you're self-employed, you have to put in more, because you are the head of your organization, your company, your business, and whatever you're going to do. So the reason why I do these things is just because I want to motivate someone out there, give an opportunity for someone to hear from people that have been there, that have done that, and the things that no one is going to tell you. But the truth is, it's not easy out there. It's not easy for you to find a job. Actually, for you who are in mostly the developing countries, we don't have the luxury of changing jobs. But at the end of the day, you have to look at whether it's the paycheck or the purpose. Some people just want to help. Like, you're just going to do a voluntary job and you don't care about the paycheck. Somehow you have other avenues that can help you to grow and stuff like that. So it's quite a big topic, but due to time, we cannot be here for over an hour and doing all this discussions and stuff. But maybe in future we can as well work out a way we can do this, just to motivate everyone that is out there, just in case you're thinking about it, just in case you have it has crossed your mind that you need to change the job. Yeah, stuff like that. And that's why we do this. So I want you to think about it, and also look at the people that have done it before. How did they do it? Talk to everyone before you make this decision. It's not easy, but it's something that we should focus on. Well, I'm not sure if I was clear about these things, but the discussion continues. Wherever you are, feel free to contact me. You can come direct into the comment section and you talk about it. How was it for you to move on from the job that you're doing to another? I know people have changed jobs like a zillion times, but if you did it, how was the situation and what really helped you cope? All right. So that's it for me today, and I hope to catch you in another one. It's really been a pleasure talking to you. And just in case you haven't subscribed, I think just make it a point today you subscribe. That is a way of you saying thank you for the work that you put in. And yeah, feel free to share with people that you care about, or someone that is going through what I've just talked about and whatever is going on. Yeah. Okay. Until the next one, have a good day.